the Hub Culture Pavilion in Davos, in the Ice House now with Devin Wenig. Thank you very much for coming along.
Thank you.
President
Good to
and
be here.
CEO of eBay, one of our partners here this year in Davos. How are you finding it?
Oh, it's great. Davos is always fantastic. It's such an interesting mix of people that you can't really get anywhere else. Concentrated, trapped in a ski town for 4 days, so they interact a lot and it's a lot of fun.
What are some of the trends that you're hearing inside the Congress Center and out amongst
You know, the
delegates?
whole theme of Davos this year is the fourth industrial revolution, which really means the next phase of technology disruption and evolution across the planet. And that's great for us because we're a tech company. So I think what all the delegates at Davos are really trying to deal with is, what's the impact of this huge technology disruption on billions of people around the planet? And we're here to paint a very optimistic picture of that. Not everybody's optimistic. I think people are concerned about the impact on the middle class, on jobs, on the economy, but we're painting a different picture. You know, eBay is an enabling platform. We have millions of entrepreneurs that grow their business, hire people, make their living on our platform. And that's the vision of technology we want to paint, which is a humanistic vision of technology. It doesn't have to be a drones and robots world where people are devalued. eBay is a serious tech company, but it's one that believes that tech can be an enabler of humanity. And that's what we do. And that's really why we're at Davos, is to paint that picture of not only eBay's role, but what the future of technology could be.
So earlier this week, you wrote a blog post on small businesses versus global growth. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I think what's so interesting about platforms like eBay is they allow small businesses to get big quickly. Historically, without technology, you can only reach as far as your store or your marketing channel. Now with global tech platforms like eBay, you can plug in a two-person store and get access to hundreds of millions of people overnight. And that's what we're seeing in our data. Small businesses are growing 5 times faster than GDP. They're hiring 3 times more than businesses that aren't tech-enabled. And that is encouraging, it's exciting, and Davos is always about big human issues. So we care about that because it's good for our business, but we're also talking about that in the context of what does it mean for billions of people. We like that vision of hiring and job growth and entrepreneurship.
Tell me your thoughts on gender diversity, gender parity at the workplace.
It's particularly in technology and particularly in Silicon Valley, there's still really big issues on inequality in the workplace, gender being a subset of that, an important subset of it. And I actually started the week on a panel about actually the role of men in fostering inclusion in the workplace. I think it's critically important. And one of the things I said is, you've got to be able to answer why. I'm really clear why it's important to me, and it's not a social issue, it's a business issue. I want to build a great, enduring company in eBay, and I don't think there's any path to that without a more inclusive workplace. If we don't reflect our customers, who are not all men, then we're never going to fully understand them. And if our workplace isn't open to women, for instance, then we're always going to have a disadvantage in the talent war. And we don't make anything. We're only as good as our talent. So I'm incredibly clear about why I care about inclusion. And I think other companies should be that clear. And when they are, and it isn't a PR issue, but it's a business issue, then we'll start to close that gap further.
And thank you very much for stopping by the Hub Culture Pavilion here in Davos, and I'm Edie Lush.